I'm not gonna act like I didn't just go to edit this and realise that I've got an intro done, but this podcast is with comedian William Thompson. Really, really nice guy. We have a really, really good chat about just 2020, how it's the purge, we did tier lists, we chatted stand-up comedy, we chatted everything. Really, really good, deep, nice, funny podcast for you guys. I don't know what's wrong. I think I have some sort of phase thing going on here. Bear in mind, I do look like I am ready to serve you up Burger King with my headphones on, but you know what? It makes the sound better. That's why I'm kind of shouting right now. But I'm going to waste no time at all. Really good podcast for William. Check it out. Hello, William. How are you?
I'm all good, man. I'm all good. How are you?
Good, yeah, I'm glad. We had a few technical difficulties getting in here, but I mean, it's all good. We've sorted it now.
I apologize again.
No worries. I do look like I'm just about to take your order at McDonald's in the drive-thru, but that is just because I've ripped these straight from the PS4 headset. Just snapped my last headphones on a podcast. But how have you been? How have you been over lockdown?
All good, man. Are you using PS4 headphones in that?
I am using
That's fantastic. I love
Yeah.
that. You look like an air controller at an airport.
Yeah, no, I was playing earlier, and I was like, I need headphones to record this with, and I was like, hey, did a wee test for these, and they work well enough, and I was like, hey, that's what I'll use for this. I mean, you look a lot more fancy than I do. I mean,
I am just like out of the shower. I do not look fancy at all. I've just got a nice setup, and that's it. Just a nice mic.
These are straight out of the DualShock, so these are nothing special. But yeah, no, lockdown was. I don't know about you. For different people, it was certain. There was different people. You different types of people during lockdown. The way they dealt with it. Obviously, with you being a comedian, were you writing bits of stand up over lockdown, or were you taking a break doing sketches, stuff like that? Or
yeah, I never stopped writing stand up because I took the like view in my head is like if I stop doing this, I'll forget how to do it.
It'll go. Yeah.
I would say I have about an hour of material, and about 5 minutes of it is going to see the light of day ever.
Exactly.
But it was just ever like there's loads of shit. No, the amount of shit that's happened in the world that we just haven't even been able to talk about.
It's crazy. It is mental.
It's insane.
It is absolutely crazy. Like we had the president of the United States literally telling people to inject that into themselves. Like I actually was on the floor. I just couldn't believe it.
And people still defending him, being like, "Well, what he actually meant was no. He said inject bleach. I watched it.
Inject bleach, and then a few months later, Kanye West is then running for president. Just mental.
Second time he's done that too. I have a jumper from the last time he did it. I generally have a jumper because everyone was like, do you think he's going to win? And I'm like, it takes about 4 years to build a campaign.
Yeah.
Also, you shouldn't be able to see the first lady get banged. I do just believe that. You should be able to search that up.
No, definitely not. That's probably something that, no, definitely not. I was just like, what is happening on planet Earth right now? This is just it literally feels like everyone just went, go for it, whatever, just do what you want.
It's like the show. It's like we're a show that's got new writers.
Yeah,
and they're just throwing. It's like the last season of Game of Thrones where it should be exciting. Everyone's like, this is
awful. Who wrote this? Yeah. I remember I was away when like coronavirus started. I was on like holiday just with Christmas. Like I was on a ski trip, and it broke. I remember seeing the first case in the hotel, like not in the hotel, but like I remember seeing on my phone, oh, what's this? Next thing you know, we were like, I don't know. It's literally the world has just like gone. But like I don't know about you, coronavirus is on pause. Like it's just for like it's over.
I don't give one about it anymore.
Yeah,
I really don't. I'm curious to see how it will be in the winter because I expect it to be worse.
Yeah,
but I was more scared of it because we didn't know what it was.
Yeah,
because China wouldn't tell you what it was.
Classic.
And we were just seeing them lock it down, and I was like, well, if China's doing that and China don't give one about their people, then it must be serious.
It must be bad, exactly.
But it only got scary for me. The weekend before we went into lockdown, we were in London doing a show.
Yeah.
And we were literally in London as it was coming out being like, London's the epicenter, everyone in London's in danger, and we were like, oh,
sweet ass, mate. Well, I've actually got a gig here in 20 minutes, so...
Yeah, we've got a gig in a room full of 90 people.
Yeah.
That definitely were breaking the fire code for because it did not seat 90 people. But one person coughs in this room, we're all and sure enough, I came back from London very, very sick.
Yeah. No, like, I've heard of people and you think, have they had that? Like, I've probably had it at near the start and, like, you don't know for, like, 2 weeks.
Initially, when I had it, my symptoms were you couldn't get tested. They wouldn't test you for it. Now, if I reported what I had then, they'd be like, you for sure have it. I couldn't taste for, like, 3 weeks. I mean, like, I got, like, no Nando's black hot sauce.
Yeah.
I had that on my plate. Could not taste it. Like, I could feel it burning me. I could feel it burning my lips. Couldn't taste it.
But you couldn't taste the actual. Yeah, it's crazy. But, like, I don't know. I was meant to be going to America. I was meant to be, like, in America right now, but obviously it's been cancelled and everything because of, Rona. This is one of the instances where I'm like, you know what? I'm actually kind of pleased that I'm staying away from America right now.
Yeah, I'm not going to America for a long time.
Yeah, it is like the purge over there. It is literally like the purge.
The people have, like, shown the world just how stupid some of them are.
Yeah. I've seen people doing this. I'm like, do you actually know what you're doing? Like, have you thought this through in the slightest? I saw something, and it was like, it was obviously the whole Black Lives Matter thing. And I don't know if you saw this. It was like, no one buy anything on, like, this specific day. Like, no one buy anything, so the economy drops, whatever. I was just like, do you know how stupid that sounds? Like, that is.
You live in that economy, like.
Yeah, exactly. This doesn't. It's not like, oh, stick it to the mat. This will affect you as well. This will affect everyone.
Here, for a revolution, that died out pretty quickly, didn't it?
Oh yeah. I saw a post the other day, and it was like, this was like the mannequin challenge. Like, it was there, and now it's not. And obviously, there's still people. Yeah.
The Harlem Shake lasted longer.
Yeah. See, I feel bad laughing, but like, there's people, like, I know people still going for it, which, part of you.
I fully agree with the message of it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
What I'm making fun of is this age where people are see the keyboard activism.
Yeah.
That was my.
Yeah. It actually makes me not upset, but like, it makes me. It's like, this is awful. The people jump on this bandwagon and then it goes, like, instantly. Like, it's just.
And it's done.
It's the
people I know being calling for, like, let's have violence in the streets and we'll kill those who don't agree. I'm like, you've never been in a fight in your life.
Yeah,
you've never taken so much as a punch to the face.
Yeah,
and you're calling for the purge.
Exactly. Yeah, like, genuinely, people were talking like we should just have this day and we should just get it all out. I was like, what you are literally describing there is the purge. Like, there are literal horror movies made about this. Like, this cannot be more stupid.
The people I saw, like, I do have a lot of black friends who I had a lot of discussions with about it. The people I saw who were angriest about it and jumping at people most was white girls with septum piercings.
Yeah.
They were the angriest.
Yeah. I was just like, obviously you can be annoyed, but hey, you're like, I don't know if you saw, like, I don't know if you ever watched, like, Community or obviously Little Britain and stuff like that. All their like stuff got taken off, and I saw
that.
Yeah, I saw.
For, like, Little Britain, I believe, and I could be wrong, Matt Lucas himself expressed regret over it.
Yeah.
So in that, I'm like, well, he made it, so he has the right to say, I don't want that to be out anymore.
Yeah.
But what I found was, like, shows like League of Gentlemen and, like you say, Community, where there's blackface in it, but there is context to why that is.
Yeah.
And the context is the person doing it is a kid.
Yeah.
Peep Show had its blackface scene removed as well. If you've ever seen Peep Show,
I haven't seen Peep Show, but I've seen other things where it was like similar, like Communities was like, it was your man.
He was a dark elf or something.
Yeah, he was a dark elf. I was like, he's obviously. I'm pretty sure they say in the episode, like, oh, that could have its issues. Like, they joke about the fact that blackface is wrong, and like, it's just like, I saw Matt Lucas. I was listening to Dirt Civil this morning with Aaron McCann and Tim, and they're saying, like, Matt Lucas was taking offense to something and was like, well, you can't really, you can't take offense to this and then make Little Britain. But at the same time, I just think, I don't know, like, he says he regrets doing it, but he did it. He clearly enjoyed it at the time. Not obviously did black, but like he enjoyed making it at the time. So, and like we had Vittorio on last week, and we said, like, the actor for Cleveland on Family Guy stepping down and saying, like,
Mike Henry.
He said, like, he feels bad doing it, but you don't, because at the end of the day, you've enjoyed doing that for, however long you've done it, I just think.
Yeah, for me, it's like it's a lot of do you feel bad for it or you
Or
you
you,
just
yeah,
get tired under pressure. Which fair enough, you know, you have a career.
yeah,
You gotta save
mhm,
it. That's the thing that freaks me out is the pressure these days from online communities can be so intense.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Even
like people
like
just turn.
Chris D'Elia had his career wrecked for
Yeah,
like being a bit of a pedo, and then his agency released emails being like he's messaging 16-year-olds, and then they're saying they're 16, and he's like, "Well, you're at my over 18 show, so you shouldn't have been at that.
yeah,
See you
exactly.
later." No
So it's
one
like,
talks about that.
yeah,
No one
exactly.
talks. Do you know what I mean? And I'm
Yeah,
not going here. Fucking pedophilia is fine. I'm absolutely not. Is it a creepy? He's 40 going out trying to get 18-year-olds. Weird as
absolutely.
shit.
Yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
there's a difference between that and Savile.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
exactly. Yeah, no, I wouldn't put them on the same wavelength.
You know what I
You
mean?
see, Vittorio got kicked out of the Facebook, the big like comedians Facebook page, whatever. I don't know, I can't remember what it's called, but someone asked, "Is there anyone free to do a Zoom call, like 16-year-old kid's birthday party?" And he tagged Chris D'Elia, and like he got booted out. Like everyone turned, and I was just like, "What? Like, why is that
What
happening?"
Facebook groups he? I see he's in the English scene a bit more,
Yeah, but I just
and
think, yeah,
doing that, in my
yeah,
opinion,
yeah.
fuck me,
It's
couldn't do
like
it.
it's like if you're in a Facebook group full of comedians and someone makes a joke, why are you
Yeah,
why is that happening? That needs like
yeah, it's Geddes made this point in his podcast a while ago. I fully agree with it, where he was like, people say they're fine with comedy, they're fine with like free speech as long as
yeah,
they agree with it.
as long as but if they don't agree
They
with it,
want
then
the
it's
ability
wrong.
to say anything they want as long as it's in line with their views. Do you mean
Exactly.
I'm not? I don't want to be on stage saying the N word and calling for
Yeah.
genocide and saying like women should be in the kitchen,
Yeah.
but I want to be able to say something that's a bit,
Yeah. At the end of the
off
day,
kilt because that's why it's funny because you're
yeah,
being a bit ridiculous.
exactly.
People seem to forget that we're a comedian on stage and they're like, oh, is he joking? Odds on are, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
because that's what the show is.
Yeah. Most
Do
times
you know what I mean?
if he isn't joking, there's definitely some sort of like, oh well, why saying that then if it's not a bit, like if you're giving your
Yeah,
actual opinions out there and it's not you trying to be funny, obviously when you do stand up, the main goal is to
yeah,
entertain the audience. And if you're
yeah. Like
coming
who's
on there,
watching? Yeah,
yeah,
who's watching Die Hard going like, I can't believe Alan Rickman's a German terrorist after
yeah,
all this time. It's not.
scumbag, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah, it's not
exactly, yeah,
real.
yeah, it's all like you say, it's written out material designed to make people laugh. It's not like
Yeah,
very few people go up and do stand up with an agenda to push an agenda of okay,
yeah.
this is what I believe in, this is what you should believe in.
And see the ones that do, it's
Yeah, yeah, get
it's
them out of
see
there.
anyone stand up trying to do a TED talk and being like, hey guys, isn't racism bad? You're like, yeah,
Yeah,
why? What?
but I
You're
paid
not the
money
first
to,
person to
yeah,
think that.
exactly,
Do
yeah.
you know what I mean?
We all, yeah, and no one's standing up. Well, not that I know of, but no one's standing up and
Yeah.
going, "Is brilliant." Like let's go for it. Don't take that clip out of to context.
No,
But
yeah, that's what I
yeah,
mean. That's all it's gonna take, and you're done.
yeah,
You're done. Sir. And
exactly.
I'm done because I'm on the show. They're gonna
Yeah,
Nick Cannon your ass.
yeah.
Uh,
I just think like, what is and like no one's getting up there and saying stuff like that, But I just think
and
you all need
the
to be
reason for
chill.
that is, as a comedian, you're going off the feeling of the room and how people are taking it.
Yeah,
And I have seen those comedians who get up just to be offensive, and there's
yeah.
a reason to
Shock
stop doing
factor.
stand up
Yeah,
because they're not good at it. The only person in this day and age who could do it was Frankie Boyle, and because he was
uh,
extremely
yeah.
talented at it.
He was really
For
good.
every
Very good.
Frankie Boyle, there's 40 Frankie Boyles
Yeah,
who, being on the bill with him, you're like, can he
yeah,
go on last? Because I don't want to follow him because he's
yeah.
gonna ruin the night.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. There's people I just think, what are you? That's not funny. Like, what? That's
Yeah,
not. And obviously
yeah,
I'm
but
not a comedian, but I just think
yeah,
there's different things you could be doing there. Instead of
yeah.
just properly like going in
You,
on
you'll
stuff.
you'll know as a comedian when you went too far because you feel the room going,
But
and you're
yeah,
like, I've done it. I've said something, and the room goes,
yeah,
and you're like,
and it's like,
I have to
oh,
do 10 more minutes in this atmosphere now.
yeah, exactly, yeah, exactly. And like
Do
sometimes
you
you
know
just
what I mean?
ruin it for yourself. Like
Yeah,
if you go up and say something real, if you go out and just drop something straight away,
yeah. I've seen that.
congrats,
I've done it
you've ruined it.
myself.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know.
it's horrible.
Yeah,
But what I hate now is like they seem to be there's like, oh, listen to this hateful bit of stand up and the crowd was offended, and you watch the clip and the crowd's pissing themselves, and you're like, where were the offended people?
Yeah.
Like, they seem to be really enjoying that.
Exactly.
I mean,
I just think people need to, especially obviously comedians have the right to be offended at things, but I'm like, if Vittorio's clearly making a joke, why are you guys why are you guys taking that?
Because we need to stand up for the voiceless.
Yeah, need to stand up for
women can't defend themselves. We as men need to shout the loudest. You know what it is? And this is what I make the point of. I fully believe this. See people who get on like that and like have to be the most woke and have to act like they're so progressive.
Yeah,
they're the creeps. They're the you need to watch out for. See, like me and Gaddis on stage saying dirty shit, saying sort of ridiculous things. We're saying that because we acknowledge how ridiculous it is to actually have that viewpoint.
Yeah.
And we're very different off stage. We're very nice people off stage. See, the people who constantly have the act of I'm a nice guy, that's the you need to watch out for.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Jimmy Savile had a kids show for 30 years.
That's awful.
He was running charity marathons.
That is absolutely brutal. Like I just who let that happen? Like the signs are probably there, you know.
The government, Thatcher. He was good friends with Thatcher. He had Thatcher or Christmas dinner at Thatcher's house.
Classic.
Twice. Oh, look into that. It's creepy.
Did you watch any of the Epstein stuff on Netflix?
I did, yes. It didn't tell me anything I didn't already know.
Yeah.
It kind of gave a good rise to his where he got his money, and he was quite a manipulator, and that he had a weird. But other than that, it didn't really.
They really just kept going in on that. I was like, "Can you guys drop it?"
It was 10 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and I was like,
guys,
I was trying to make it. How's it even? I was trying to visualize it. I was like, can you show me it?
Can you just
get a
actually fair, guys? If you just show me a picture, and that would be better than all this describing nonsense.
I think the frustration, my part of it, I wasn't in it. I mean, like what I found frustrating about it, and I completely understand why they didn't talk about it, was they didn't give names or they didn't say this person was in the island, because obviously they can't.
Yeah.
But I was also like, dish the dirt, come on.
Yeah. Did you see his Maxwell, whatever? I don't know how to say her first name, but she was like.
Jesseline.
Yeah, she was like, there's an article, it was like, she says she's going to reveal names to help with the case. Next day, it's like, she's got COVID. Next day, it's like, intensive care. I was just like, holy smokes.
Was she? I never saw she was in intensive. Was she in intensive care?
Yeah, so there was one I saw, it was like, she's in intensive care. And I don't know what else has been posted since then, but I just saw that and I was like, oh, holy smokes. I was like, no way.
They've given her paper clothes so she doesn't hang herself. Like, they're I saw that and I was like, watch her have her head cut off and they blame it on the paper cut. Apparently she has already 2 tapes of very prominent US politicians.
Yeah.
Doing some bad things.
Yeah.
I would put my life savings on one of them being Bill Clinton.
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh yeah, I'd be.
He was a predator when he was in office. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, 100%. I just think it's crazy. But then it's just the people have so much power. Like as soon as that's the fact those articles are so close together, I was just like, that is madness. Like obviously you could, yes, there could be the chance she has genuinely contracted a really bad, she has got COVID and she is in intensive care. But at the same time, the coincidence is unbelievable that has happened. I was just like,
sure, Boris was in intensive care and was up doing sprints the next week.
Yeah, I saw
that. Which I was very apprehensive about that.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna go. I actually, when I first saw that, I was like, holy smokes! If he goes, oh my goodness!
If he goes, Dominic Raab's the Prime Minister. Them was my thought. His fault entirely. Forgot he was in a hospital shaking hands with the patients.
Yeah, I was
his fault entirely.
Definitely stay away. Yeah, no one. Yeah, only.
He's a bit of a flop too, so it was like, this isn't good for you.
This is not. You could die very soon, Boris.
Yeah.
Very, very. We've gone so deep so quickly, but you know what? It's great. We went straight into pedos almost instantly, and racism, and you know what? It's brilliant. I don't know if
racist
you saw
pedos.
Get rid of them all. Yeah, that should be the next Netflix documentary. Racist pedos.
Really? I don't mind a pedo, but a racist pedo.
Racist pedo. People would really like it. Yeah, exactly. There's a line. I don't know if you saw, every guest we've had on, we do a tier list.
So basically, we rank UK sweets from
Oh yes.
God tier, top tier, mid tier, low tier, and the shallow realm. Now, a bit of context: the shallow realm, it's just like gun to the head.
Cast that away. We don't
Yeah,
talk about that.
exactly. It's just
Yeah.
like brush that under the carpet, straight in the bin.
I
So
like that.
we did this with Shane and Dave and Vittorio, and there's been one.
There are sweets that Dave didn't like. What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, David.
There was one.
You're a gorgeous man.
There was one sweet, and I actually thought Dave was gonna hit the screen. There was one sweet, and he's like, "Oh, death, 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 death!" Like instantly.
Right, okay. Are we all doing the same ones?
Yeah. So they're all the same ones, and then at the end, when we've done a load of guests, we're gonna compile them all into what people like the most. So the first one is a cream egg. Where would you put a cream egg?
Oh, I'd say God tier straight. Wouldn't even.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. Is someone in the room with me while I'm eating it?
Yeah, we'll go with a shared sort of cream egg experience.
A shared cream egg? Very average. If I'm alone, nobody's there to judge me.
Egg, not a shared cream egg. Someone is there in the room just watching.
All right, then it's average for me to really enjoy my cream egg. Yeah. No one needs to see. No one needs to see me like.
I've made the mistake once of just going full whole on a cream egg, and it was a couple minutes later because it was just like
a cream egg's like a meatball sandwich. Like you can only enjoy it if no one's there to see you be a proper fucking pig.
Just drop it all down yourself. Yeah, exactly. It's going everywhere. Here's something for you. Shane said about like the little bags of cream eggs, not bags of cream, but like the wee mini cream eggs. But then you open them and they're all individually wrapped, which isn't the best thing ever because who's got time to wrap unwrapped cream eggs. But I do like those as well, but I definitely choose the standard.
Because they're wrapped. See, as a guy with cerebral palsy, I can't do little fine things. I'm literally like I need a car to fucking open little cream eggs for me.
Yeah,
so no,
exactly.
Those to the shallow realm, don't need them.
Sweet as, no worries.
Normal cream eggs, fine.
Yeah, that's the good stuff. Here's a dodgy one, licorice.
The shadow realm.
Good man. That is.
I'm not a 70-year-old man. That's gross.
Exactly. Like I try every time I try licorice. I think, will I like it better this time? Every time I'm like, no, I'm not gonna.
It's not only is it not nice. You taste it for the next 2 hours.
Yeah. You're
of how not nice it is.
And your tongue's black and everything at the end. It's just like, what's the point in this? Like, here's another controversial one. You either love them or you're just like, these aren't the best. Custard creams.
Oh.
Because sometimes sometimes I'm really in a mood for a custard cream, and other times I'm like, get that out of here. It just depends. What stale custard creams are like, prison food. Like I hate that so much.
Do you know what it is? They're nice, but I would never be like, I'm dying for a custard cream.
Yeah.
But if they're there, they're getting.
If they're offered to me, I'd be like, I'll take it. But I'd never. I don't know if I'd 100% be like, I'm buzzing to go to the shop and get custard creams. Like I always see people going to the shop and like getting custard creams. I'm like, why are you? I would. Yeah. There's so many better.
You could have anything in that shop.
Yeah, exactly. You could have anything and you throw it all away.
There's Cadbury fingers on that shelf, and you went for custard. Get out of my face.
You know what? That's that. Well done. Cadbury fingers are next. Where are you putting Cadbury?
Is that actually next?
No, it's not. But I'm gonna stick that in there because it's very good.
Okay. Yeah, it's God tier. Yeah, both flavors.
Yeah,
God tier.
Yeah. Cadbury fingers are brilliant. I've actually just seen myself again. I really do look like I'm about to take your order, McDonald's. Like I'm really rocking the headphones.
4 boxes of Cadbury fingers, please.
So the next one, Maltesers.
What's the ranks again? There's God tier,
top tier, mid tier, low tier, and shadow realm. So
we'll go mid tier with Maltesers. Mid tier because they stick to my teeth.
Yeah.
And it annoys me.
Sometimes I bite into the Malteser and I'm like, what even actually? I know it's malt, but like, what even actually is this I'm eating? Like,
I'm a weirdo, right? I bite into it, then put my tongue into it and let it melt on my tongue, and then eat the chocolate.
I thought you were gonna say like you bite around the chocolate until you've just got malt. I was gonna say, oh yeah, I do that as well sometimes.
No, even weirder than that. You ever seen Alien? The way he eats the person's face. That's how I eat a Malteser. Like,
I was gonna say I do that as well, but I do not. I don't stick my tongue in the middle of the mouth.
No, I just sit there like and just let it dissolve into my mouth. I'm a freak.
No, Maltesers are up there, like they're top or mid for me, I'd say. Right, this is the one I think Dave was like, no way, Jose. Bounty bar.
And Dave said no to that.
I think so. I think he was at. Shane said absolutely no. But
Taking the God tier.
God tier for Bounty bar. Yeah.
Oh,
My dad loves a Bounty bar. I don't know why. I don't know. I never go and buy them, so I don't know like how good. I might come back and love them.
And they get a lot of especially in the celebrations tab.
Oh, they do.
And I'm glad no one likes them, because when you get them and there's just bounties now, I'm like, I'll have all of it. I love bounties.
I need to revisit the Bounty bar. I think I think one day I will do a full tier list and tasties all. And I'm gonna specifically look at the Bounty bar, because I think it is coconut and chocolate. There is what is not to like, but I don't know. I haven't had one in donkeys.
They do little bounty flapjacks.
Oh wow! Okay.
And they're outstanding. I love them. I'm gonna go eat 3 bounties after this.
No worries. Galaxy bar.
They
are nice.
There was upon a time I would have said God tier without hesitation.
Yeah.
I'll have to go middle tier just because.
Wow. Yeah.
Now, as an older man, they're a bit sweet for me, but they're nice. They are nice. They are good.
Sweet. They are sweet. I don't know. Like, what other foods would you put in the tiers? Like, what is God tier for you?
Oh, what is it? I'm gonna hit you. I don't know if you remember these, right? But this was years ago. Do you remember Mars Delights?
Yeah.
They're like little wafer biscuits. Oh, they were the best.
They are good.
They were great.
I can't even think. What about Pink Panthers? Where would you put Pink Panthers?
They're low tier. Like, they're nice, but
I'm not gonna go in a shop and buy them.
I'm not a 4-year-old child.
Exactly. Yeah. Here's a Pink Panther. I'd never go in and, like you said, there's just better things in pink wafer. You know what I mean? Like,
have Kinder Buenos been brought up at all?
They are no, but they are God tier.
God.
I take a Kinder Bueno any day of the week without hesitation.
They're outstanding.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, it would suck if you had a nut allergy. Like, I was actually in the room with someone once, and I think I gave it to them, but I saw them eat the Kinder Bueno, and then they just realized like that was the first time they'd tasted it, and they were allergic to nuts. And it sucked to be you. Like, it would really suck to be you.
What happened to him? And he died shortly after. That's how I want to go.
He went to the toilet and then like had to stab himself, whatever, with a wee allergic thing. Because he couldn't hack the Bueno. And I was just like, hey, I'm really sorry that's the life you have to live, because Buenos are.
You can't just take a spoon to a jar of Nutella.
Yeah. Oh, that's even. What would you put Nutella?
Nutella, God tier. Again.
Easy. I eat a full tub of Nutella, easy. Like, it would kill me, but I could definitely do it. Just easy. Like, it's just.
You'll hate yourself after.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just chocolate.
The disgusting part is how doable it is.
Yeah. Oh, easy. Like any time Nutella comes into the house, like, it's danger for me. Like, you just go straight in, and then just pretend it wasn't you. But 100% Nutella is unbelievably good. Like, with Aaron and Tim, we thought about Brussels sprouts. What do you think about? No, this is no longer UK biscuits. This is, Brussels sprouts edge.
So I'd imagine Tim does count Brussels sprouts as like a sweet.
Yeah. He gives them to his client. He gives them to his clients after they've done a good job. Yeah. He just dishes out the Brussels sprouts. Tim was a very happy man when Brussels sprouts were brought into play, and so was Aaron. To be fair, he didn't mind them. But how
are you doing the Brussels sprouts? That's the big question. Are you frying them with bacon?
This is brought up.
In a pan.
Yeah.
Or are you if you're just boiling them?
We'll go for
probably the most disgusting thing. Yeah. If you do them in the oven with a bit of bacon.
Yeah, we're gonna go bacon.
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
I'd actually go middle of the top if it was bacon, because sometimes I just think, hey, I'll just take normal bacon. I don't need the sprouts. But I think last year or maybe the year before, we definitely leave the Brussels sprouts out with the Christmas dinner. And now they won't be the first thing I'm eating, but I would definitely be like, yeah, give me some of those, because they Brussels sprouts are.
You definitely need them, like.
Yeah, they are top tier. I think that's us for the tier lists. But here's something I wanted to talk about. Unless you've any more sweets or biscuits, you think no?
No, because then we'd have to go into crisps, and I'm telling you, if you start me on crisps, mate, we're here all night.
Okay, I'll do one thing. What is your favorite crisp?
Like what? What's Charlie Sheen's favorite drug? I hate all of them. All of them. What day of the week is it? And what am I doing?
Love a cheese and onion. I cannot lie. And a prawn cocktail.
Best
It is
cheese
hard
and
to pick one. I don't know. I was actually quite surprised by Tesco's own brand, which is stinking. But I think maybe I kind of want to say Walker's, but I mean Tato is also. I think Walker's. I'm gonna go Walker's just because
You're overlooking McCoy's, my friend.
Yeah. Oh.
You're leaving out. You're leaving out heavyweight in that discussion.
True. They could take me. Yeah, 100%. You started a podcast called Our House with William Thompson, didn't you?
Yep, I did indeed.
How did that come about?
And originally the concept was, it was in lockdown, so I wanted to do a podcast where I was talking to like my nanny and my sister every day, and then I realized I don't want to do that, so it was just me talking. Just because I needed something to from going. What people don't understand about being a comedian is you are doing that all the time. Like, I was gigging minimum 3 nights a week.
Yeah.
And when I'm not on, sometimes you're at shows. It was a large part of your life that overnight just was not there.
Yeah.
So I just needed something to give me attention from people for the love of look at me.
Yeah, exactly. And like even comedians, there's just a socialness as well. Like you make some of the people that you do it with become your best mates. So that
100%. I haven't seen Geddes and McCartney in about 5 months. I'm going to see them on Saturday, and I may cry. I may cry when I see Mickey Bartlett. Not out of happiness, just because like, what the f***
just in general. I actually asked. I told Victoria this as well. I actually asked Geddes to come on the podcast. I asked it again. Yeah, this is awful. I asked Geddes.
I already know what this is going to be like.
Yeah, and he was just basically like, "Do on, mate." I asked him ages ago I tried to sneakily, like, on the podcast, sort of, like, get the mention in. This is when I was first starting this out. Tried to get the mention in there, and he called me a maniac or something. I was like, sweet. He's brutal. He's a brutal man.
No, it is. Seeing you get to know him, he is maybe, if not
so
one
funny.
of the nicest guys I know.
Yeah.
But he'd be similar to me in that way. He's like, he does not give a about your opinion of him. So I know some people say they don't. He really, really, really doesn't give a shit what people think. Even Vittorio asked him to promote a gig once, and he told me, he just replied saying, "Why the f*** would I do that?"
Yeah, Vittorio told me that. He was like, I asked Geddes to do something, and he was just like, "Why would I do that?" Which
Vittorio asked me, like, should I ask him? And I knew what Geddes would say, so I was like, "No, you ask him, I'll give you." Just being like, trying to set him up. Because I know what Geddes is like.
Yeah, because he is like, and I'm sure, like you say, he's probably a lovely guy. And I'd love to actually speak to him before. And I actually asked him ages ago about like writing comedy and stuff. And like, nice guy replied, told me what to do and everything, and how to get started. And I would love to meet him today and have a proper conversation with him. But like, flip me, I am scared of that man. That man could break me. Like that man.
He could break you over his knee, no problem. He's a lovely dude. He's like twice my height.
Yeah, have you ever seen The Dark Knight Rises?
Dude.
Where Bane picks Batman up and just snaps him over his neck. 100%. Like, I
could
love
do
Batman,
that.
but he would kill me. Like, he could.
I think people underestimate how tall he is.
Yeah. Sometimes I watch.
He's easy 6'4", like.
Yeah, I watch his Barry the Blender videos, and I just think, yeah, that man could destroy someone. Like, he could incinerate. You know,
so
like,
I think the way that he's quite physically intimidating, and also the fact he is quite blunt.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
people seem to take the wrong way.
Yeah. He's extremely fun. I know he's hilarious.
Very
like,
funny.
And I couldn't get the SSE show, but I saw bits of it and I saw the behind the scenes and everything.
Yeah.
He is like that's crazy, and he's doing it again.
Very savvy as well in terms of doing things first.
Yeah.
Doing things before anyone else is doing them.
He kicked.
Yeah, he is ahead of everyone. So now the best thing to do is whatever Geddes is doing, jump on that. Because it's going to be popular in 2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
And he'll be the established one. He's been doing those podcasts since that's how I started doing stand-up, was I was a fan of his initial podcast, Audio Picnic.
Yeah.
And I listened to those, and that was about 10 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'd love to do stand-up someday, and like I've got a notebook, and I write bits down. And like,
what age are you?
I'm 15.
As
So
I
I'm
can
not
get
even.
real Crystalia with it.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. That's Victoria
yeah,
said the same
you know,
thing.
there's places, I won't mention them on here. There's places if you said to them, they'd let you on. They'd let you on.
Yeah,
Like, obviously, nowhere will let you on the minute
yeah,
because
exactly. Yeah,
nothing's fucking going.
nothing's going.
But yeah, no, there's places that would let you on.
Yeah, no, 'cause definitely.
I
Like I've
just don't want
started.
someone who's done it younger than when I started.
Yeah, exactly. No,
So
'cause
you
when did
can
you
wait.
start? When did you start?
I'm 17.
Okay, yeah. No, I
So,
said, I was like, oh, you have to be 18, and my calm was like, just lie. I was like, okay, no worries.
oh yeah, lie. Well,
Yeah.
here, I'm sorry, that's easy for McCann to say, who was 7'2" from the age he was 4. Yeah, I couldn't lie.
Yeah,
I
no, like,
still look 15, and I'm
yeah,
24.
we could pass off as brothers. I'm with him.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, I
yeah,
I ordered a notebook and I just started writing ideas down. Like I one about like, you ever go when you go to Pizza Express and like your parents will only pay with like Tesco vouchers, and like
yeah.
anything that you get, like you'll ask for like a fizzy drink and I'll be like, no, it's cordial for everyone, and like, you would get a starter, but they'd always ask the waiter to be like, this is included in the voucher, isn't it? And everything,
Yeah.
and like your total comes to like £4, and it's like cha-ching. There's a family night at the Pizza Hut. But I've definitely, like, I've been taking an interest in like writing stuff down and like writing bits of material down. And like as soon as I can, I'm gonna go and
That's.
try to get
I
on
will say
stuff.
that is the only way you learn how to do it.
Yeah, it's just go and do
Is
it.
by doing it. Stand up's the in the world, you know what I mean? You can sit in your room, play a guitar, you can sit in a field and kick a ball about. You cannot do stand up to yourself. And when
Yeah,
people be like, do me a bit, I'm like, you want me to stand here in conversation and
yeah,
do a bit to you?
yeah. No, I've
How the
told people,
fuck
I
do you
was like,
think this works?
yeah, I've told people, I've been like, hey, I'd love to do, and I'm going to as soon as I can, go out and do it. And they go, tell me a joke now. And it's like, I don't want to sound like I can't do it, but at the same
You
time,
also, you
it's
then
so
have to be like,
complicated.
I actually, I don't do jokes.
Yeah,
Such, I
yeah,
do observations.
yeah. It's like, and
But
then you
that's
just
the
look like a
style.
complete ass. And it's like, it's not that you can't do it. It's more just like, it's hard. It's different when you're in a room full of people and no one's shouting at you, just going, tell a joke. It's more just like, this is the material I've got written. People think that stand-up is literally go up and just give your best joke. It is like you write out stuff and you go over it and you try it so many different times before it
Some people
works.
don't know that stand-ups have material. Some people
Just
are insane how they think it works.
yeah, it's
They
not.
think it's just, oh, he's just up there for 2 hours messing
Yeah,
about. You're like, no, he's not.
No, he's not. He's written this out for possibly months, just going
He's been
and
doing
going.
this years.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. Yeah, he could have written this material 2 years ago, and he's still trying to like perfect it. Like that's the
Yeah.
way. Yeah. I watched a video about this guy. I've forgotten his name, but he's got one leg. I've forgotten his name. I have no idea.
Adam Hill,
I think it could be. I couldn't tell you.
Australian.
Yeah, I think so.
That's Adam Hills.
I was watching a video on YouTube about how he was testing the same bit of material in like all these different places, and it takes time. Like it takes so much time to like perfect it and stuff. But definitely, like I'm gonna
It,
ask about.
it took me 5 years to do my first show, so
Yeah.
first hour.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
and
yeah.
honestly, see the first 2 years of you doing it, and this is round the board. I'm not saying you'll be bad on stage. I mean, compared to how good you are after, you'll look back on your first 2 years and be like, what was I doing?
But I did a video last week called "A Guide to Belfast," and it was like a parody sort of mock of Belfast and stuff, and it blew up. Like not blew up, but like it's now the most popular video on my channel. It's like 1,000 something views, which is definitely not loads, but it's for what I'm doing, it's the most.
If anyone thinks they're going to start doing YouTube and immediately make it massive,
yeah. So I mean, it's not happening.
Not gonna happen. Geddes did it with I Am Fighter, but that was also 12 years ago, and YouTube was not what YouTube is.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, and like I look back on I Am Fighter, and I've seen that a few times. I just look back on it and I go, look at him then, and then look at him now. It's crazy that he's now in like a proper studio. Like it says general banter everywhere, and I'm just like, this is class.
And that's him 10 years constantly doing that.
Yeah, and then I look back and I see me texting him last month saying he'll come on. I go, Of course not. Why would he come on? Why?
As soon as you were like, I asked him to come on, I was like, bet you said no in a really hurtful way, didn't he?
Yeah. I think when I first asked him, he just saw the message and didn't even reply. I was like, yeah, fair enough. Because because right enough, he's got a child. He's like, top of the game.
I speak to him, and he does that to me. Like, don't worry about it. He does that to everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Even
he's busy as shit. He's not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like he is. Like right now, he's like one of the most popular comedians in Northern Ireland. And I don't know where his podcast is at, in terms of like UK charts, or whatever. But like I know it's big.
You don't want it, it'll press you.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
How good he's doing.
Yeah.
Fucking bald.
And like
he's doing good. Like,
yeah, oh yeah, he's definitely he's
real good,
and he's just gonna keep going, But definitely, and then I think just through talking, like it's really enjoyable to just talk to different comedians from Northern Ireland, just sort of like get a feel for like what it's like, and like the last 3 or 4 podcasts I've done have guests have been like comedians, all sort of from like the free. I suppose all sort of comedians in Northern Ireland are like. You guys are sort of like a group, like almost like just
all the good ones.
Yeah, all the good ones are sort of in a group. So like obviously I had Shane and Dave on, which I look back and like, how did that happen? That is crazy. And then Vittorio, and then you, and then Sean Haggerty, I think, is coming on.
Ah, yes, Sean, yes.
Yeah, I think he's coming on. I need to message him actually because I don't actually know when. But it's just different people, and I'm like, I need to. Obviously I'm passionate about it, and I'd like to go on.
You're absolutely doing the right thing in familiarizing yourself with the scene, because we're all, I don't mean we're all close as though we're all telling each other our deep, darkest secrets.
Yeah. But
we do speak, we're all friends. And that's not to say, like, if you're not in our group, you'll never get gigs, because that's not true. We don't, people sometimes think that. We don't give enough of a to be honest, about what anyone else is doing. I don't even really care what anyone else is doing.
Yeah.
But you are just friends because you're working with them all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Once you hit a certain level of paid show,
you work. These guys, they're not colleagues, but they are sort of at the same.
There's only a finite amount of people that are,
doing it.
That to that level doing it.
Yeah.
Especially in Northern Ireland. Do you know what I mean? There's times if I was doing a paid gig 3 times a week, me and McCann would be on all 3 of them. And we're not put together. It's just the way it's fucking fell.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you
do just end up being friends with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why it's obviously horrible when, Mrs. Rona comes in and just wrecks it. It's like, this is, because it's like a social life as well. It's just like being put on hold.
Oh, yeah. We all just text each other like, we have no life skills. What are we going to do?
Yeah.
I was probably I put all my eggs in this basket.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's why podcasting is so good. I started this last year, like just over a year ago, and like it was just me and my mate doing it for ages, and then I was like, I need to get guests on, because at the end of the day, I'm just a 15-year-old kid. Like I'm not doing, no one's going, I wonder what Daniel Houston's doing this week, so you need to get people on and chatting to people, because that's
the thing. Think about that. By the time you're about 20, you'll have 6 years experience of podcasting under your belt. You'll know how to do it. You're absolutely doing the right thing, like, because I've only started podcasting. I don't have a clue what I'm doing.
Yeah, as stupid as it sounds, like people that asked me, this like DJ guy the other week who I would know of asked, said, get me in the podcast. I'm like, absolutely, 100%. But I'm not.
He's doing something.
He's doing something. I'm not looking for some guy that listens to just be like, hey, I'm curious and coming on. So I mean, I appreciate it, but I'm not gonna, and that's why I decided. And like you're doing well at the minute, the 30 to 40 minute episodes, I think, especially for me, like I don't know many 15-year-old guys that are willing to sit for like an hour and a half or whatever. I listened to Dirt Civil today. It was nearly an hour and a half, but that's different because I enjoy like just listening to the podcast, but obviously not everyone does. Thank you very much, William, for coming on the podcast. It has been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you very much for having me, man.
Yeah, I mean, we went in really deep at the start, pulled it back a bit, and then we're just talking about stand-up for ages, which is brilliant. And I seriously enjoyed it, and would love to definitely have you on again at some time in the future. But
awesome, man. Love to come back on. Thank you very much, man. Best of luck with it all.
Yes, cheers. thanks very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.
See you later.
Also, I should probably mention this before I go. Definitely follow us and subscribe on Spotify. Give us a wee cheeky download. But thanks so much for watching. That was awful. See you later. Goodbye.